here from Minerva. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be talking to you all about denim. I think denim can be quite a tricky fabric to buy online to judge the weight and the kind of feel of it, so I thought it could be useful to show you some denims and chambrays and similar fabrics and pair them up with some patterns as well, all available at Minerva. All the items will be tagged as well, so if you do like the look of one, you can just click the little icon that will take you through to the item page. And while you're on there, you can also see what other people have made with that material or how they've used that pattern, and it will give you loads of ideas and inspiration. So I'm going to start with the lighter weight denims, and here we have a 130 GSM. So you can see this is pretty drapey, it's got lovely movement to it, so you would be able to make kind of shirt dresses would be really nice, but still have quite a lot of movement to them, not one that you want to be quite structured. It also is lightweight enough to gather, so you could make skirts and dresses with it that you want to have a gathered skirt on. So this is a 130 washed cotton, lovely movement to that. Another 130 washed denim. This, you can see, has similar kind of drape to it, nice and fluid, be perfect for a shirt like I Am Irma, would be brilliant in this. There's also the Fibre Mood Philippa, is a shirt dress that I love, that would be great with this kind of weight because you want it to be able to move still. This is a 130 fine line wash. So it's really soft, this is lovely. It kind of feels a bit more like a chambray, like a softer cotton rather than what you typically would associate with as denim. Beautiful for day dresses. Yeah, and hopefully you can see just the way it moves. It's a lovely fluid weight of denim. Now upping the weight just a tiny bit, this is a 180 GSM. So as you can hopefully see, it's still pretty fluid. There's not a great deal in it, so if you're really fretting about whether to go for a 180 or a 170, there's not that much in it, so kind of just go by whichever one perhaps has the colour that most appeals to you, and if you're really not sure, then I would say get involved with the Minerva community, click on the items, see what other people have made. You can put the question out there and see if anyone has made anything with this weight. But yeah, there's not a great deal of difference between these. So weights like this would be perfect for day dresses where you just want to be comfy, but it would still hold the shape nicely and look really cool. So I think patterns like the Made by Ray Trillium dress would look lovely in a weight like this 180. And I have to show you this one because it's amazing. This is a 170 Canyon denim, and the colour is so cool. So this actually feels like it has a bit more sturdiness to it. It would hold the shape of, say, a pinafore style dress really nicely. I actually think the Closet Core Patterns Fiona sundress would look awesome in this. It's got two different lengths and different back shapes. It's got a crossover back that I think would look lovely in this. You can see it's got a bit more sturdiness to it and would hold that shape really nicely rather than the kind of floatier shirt dresses I mentioned before. This has a bit more of a rigid feel to it. So before I move on to the heavier weight denims, I thought I'd show you a couple of chambrays. So at Minerva there are loads of different colours available, and the kind of weight wise it's kind of much for muchness with chambray. So they have a lovely drape to them. You can see lovely fluid material, totally opaque as well, even though this is a really light colour. They feel really nice, and I have made a I Am Patterns Lucienne shirt with this chambray. It worked perfectly it holds the shape really nicely. So on the collar where you've got that perfect point, but also just gives nice movement to the dress part of the shirt dress as well. Minerva Chambray, brilliant fabric. So we're getting a bit heavier now. This is a 270 GSM. This is beautiful. I think this is the kind of, like, you know, when you think of denim, this is where my mind goes at least. It's that proper indigo colour. It's lovely. Got a really good feel to it. You can see, hopefully, it's a bit more sturdy than the lighter weight one, so you can see how it moves. With this, I think this is the highest weight I would go with something like a more structured shirt, like the Rosa from Tilly and the Buttons would be lovely in this, but I wouldn't go any heavier. I think you'd be at risk of it getting a bit bulky in parts, but also this is the kind of lighter end of a jacket or any outerwear. So this beauty is a 255 GSM yarn dyed stretch denim. This colour is pink, but there's other variation, different colours you can get. So you can see this has more weight to it. It's holding its shape really nicely. I think this would make a really cool, something like a Blanca flight suit by Closet Core Patterns. It would hold the shape brilliantly, but not be so stiff and heavy that you can't move, and it's got that bit of stretch for comfort as well. If you do have a pattern that has any gathers or an elasticated back, like the Cashmerette Calder pants, I wouldn't go any heavier than this. I think this is like pushing it a bit, even at that, because if you imagine once that's all gathered in, it's just going to get bulky. So if you can, go a bit lower than a 255 for anything that's going to kind of gather together. And while we're around the 250s, I thought I would show you this stretch denim. It's beautiful, and I think this would be perfect for making a pair of jeans, like the Closet Core ginger jeans would be great in this. Also, because it does hold its shape really well, it's a good sturdy one. Something like the Bobby Pinafore by Tilly and the Buttons would be really cute. It would just hold the shape really nicely. But what I did also want to say about this, or what I have found in my experience with stretch denim, is that it tends to feel heavier than the equivalent weight of a non-stretch. So this is 250 and it feels heavier and thicker than a 250 non-stretch. So if you're on the fence between two, that might just be something to bear in mind when you're buying your denim online. So we are on to the heavyweight stuff now. This is a 400 GSM. It is noticeably thicker, it really holds its shape, and the colours on this one are gorgeous. You can see the back and the front there. So these would be great for, if you're going into like your jeans and your denim jacket territory when you get to this weight. So something like the Dawn jeans by Megan Nielsen would be beautiful in this. And this is a 480 GSM brushed cotton. It's non-stretch, and this is just calling out to be made into a denim jacket. It's so soft, it feels really nice, still a good weight. It's your like proper denim. This is what I imagine a denim jacket to be made in. It's so nice, proper classic. And yeah, it just feels really nice. Yeah, you can see it's got a bit of movement, even though it's a higher weight. But yeah, just a really, really lovely one. So if you have any suggestions for a denim jacket pattern that you have made, please do comment and let me know, because I want to make one. So I hope that helped you see the different weights of denim and kind of what they can be paired up with. If you're not already a member, please do create an account, join in the Minerva community. It's really fun, really lovely, welcoming group of sewists, and so much inspiration out there. So you can, if there is a fabric here that's been tagged that caught your eye, you can click on it and see what someone else made with it, or other patterns that people have suggested with that material. And if you have any ideas yourself, please do comment. It would be great. I'm sure there are loads of patterns that I haven't even thought of that would be great to pair up with the denims that I featured. Please do comment and let me know your ideas. and make sure you follow Minerva to catch our next videos. See you next time. Bye.